At the Okoli Law Group, we specialize in producing justice. If you or a loved one in the Atlanta metro area is facing serious criminal charges, then you need serious legal representation.
The Okoli Law Group is here for you. The Okoli Law Group is here for us.
The Okoli Law Group, serious legal representation.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá, ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yìn òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá, ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yìn òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yìn òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa.
Peace, family. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining. As you come to the chat room, please hit the like button and please hit that like button. Also, make sure you share and make sure you subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I'm late. I'm sorry. No excuse. No excuse. I was cooking some supper, as they say, and you know I had to make sure I eat or ate. If that's the oh Lord, let's see here. Still laying up with his baby mama as usual. Too much testosterone to remember time for the live shows. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, a couple of announcements before we get started. Y'all, we are the synagogue trip is sold out. Thank all praises to the Most High. The synagogue trip, the synagogue tour is sold out for the Jazz Festival. So, you know, got to give thanks to the ancestors. You know, Olodumare, thank you so much. So much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's sold out. But we have Nigeria coming up. I still have spots for that. And I still have spots for Zanzibar. And to be honest, Namibia is looking kind of slim as well. So all thanks to the Most High that, you know, we selling out. So Senegal is sold out. And guys, when I say sold out, I only take usually outside of like Sierra Leone, I usually only take around 10 to 12 people on group tours. That's you know, maybe 14. I know with Namibia and South Africa, because it's so popular, I'll probably take 12 to 14 max. But you know, 10 people, we good. I'm good. You know, now Sierra Leone, I'll take all of y'all, you know, for the citizenship. And guys, tomorrow there's an actual meeting tomorrow in regards to the future of the citizenship initiative in Sierra Leone. So tomorrow there will be a meeting. In fact, let me, I got to text somebody real quick. Yeah, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Sierra Leonean time, there is going to be a meeting in regards to Meteor Baby. That's fake news. We'll get into this fake news that's coming out. And let me say this. I understand Donald Trump's in office, and a lot of y'all are just panicking and tripping. Okay, just because Donald Trump is in office does not mean you could go around spreading misinformation. I know a lot of y'all is just paranoid, you know, and some of the misinformation that's coming out is crazy. Like the Nigeria one that Tinubu said you got 24 hours to get out. That's not true at all. So we gotta stop and we gotta chill out. Okay, I know a lot of y'all panicking, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. Like your boy, what's his name? Kendrick Lamar said. I think he sung that song, right? We gonna be all right. He sung that song, right? But anyways, so we're going to Nigeria. That is August 3rd to the 12th. August 3rd to the 12th. We're going to Nigeria for the Oshun Festival. I have some spots for that. And then I have some spots for Zanzibar, which is September 21st to the 30th. September 21st to the 30th. We are going to Zanzibar. But Senegal, as of right now, is filled up. And Namibia, South Africa is coming that way too, because and the blessing about Namibia and South Africa, the people who are rolling with me are all previous customers. Well, I hate saying customer, clients. Is that the correct? I don't know. I don't like saying customers because I'm like cool with all these people. So they're more than just customers. They're part of the Donfo family. There we go. They're part of the Donfo family. So the majority of people, in fact, all the people on the Namibia trip so far have been on a trip with me before, and they're returning family members. So, yeah, I just hate using the term customer. Client sounds cool, but I mean, these are people that are part of the Donfo family. So yeah, so let's jump into it. All right. But visit donfo.africa. If you're interested in traveling with us, please visit donfo.africa. Again, Nigeria in August, Zanzibar in September. We still got some spots left. All right. So this is my U.S. passport. Again, this is my U.S. passport. I have a Nigerian passport. I have a Sierra Leonean passport. This is how it works. When I'm leaving America, I'm at JFK. All right. Usually I fly to JFK majority of the time. And say I'm going to Nigeria or any West African ECOWAS country. I don't even present my U.S. passport. Again, I don't even present my U.S. passport. I use my Nigerian passport or I use my Sierra Leonean passport. Okay. Again, I keep my U.S. When I go to the airport, the day that we're traveling to, we just got back from Benin Republic. All right. We just got back from Benin Republic. So when I went to Benin Republic and I showed up to JFK and I went to check in, we flew Ethiopian Airlines. So we flew from JFK to Lome, Togo, Lome to Cotonou. I did not present my U.S. passport at all. I keep my U.S. passport in my bag. Again, I keep my U.S. passport in my bag. I just keep it in my bag. When I went to the line to check in, I presented my Nigerian passport. Why did I present my Nigerian passport? Because it's an ECOWAS passport. So I enter Benin visa-free. This is part of ECOWAS. So I don't need a visa. When I go to Nigeria, so when we go to Nigeria in August, again, I'm going to leave my U.S. passport in my bag. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to pack it. I'm going to leave it in my bag. And when I go to the airport, I'm just going to present my Nigerian passport because my Nigerian passport gives me entry to Nigeria. So I don't need a visa at all. Now, returning back. I hope this makes sense. Returning back. When I show up to Murtala Muhammad Airport, we just got back from we just got back from Benin Republic. When I show up to the airport in Cotonou, but I actually flew out of Togo. But when I say I'm flying out of Cotonou, I will carry both passports with me. Why? So my U.S. passport gives me entry back into America because I'm a U.S. citizen. But why do I have this Nigerian passport? Because they want to know that you have a proper, that you were actually stamped, that your passport was actually stamped. So when you arrive to, we'll say Benin, when you get the passport control, they're going to stamp your passport to make sure you ain't sneaking across borders. And say you show up to the airport, say you snuck across the border or you didn't get your passport stamp and you're ready to leave, you could have a problem. So it's not a visa, it's just they coming in. See, with America, I skipped this part. When you're leaving the US, there's no passport control, there's no customs when you're leaving the US to travel to Africa. So they don't stamp your passport on the way out. You deal with customs and passport control when you return. That's how it works. So, but when you go to these other countries, they stamp you in and they stamp you out. So when you enter through a border, whether it be by air or land or water, they're going to stamp your passport. So when they stamp, when I leave to go back to America, they at first I show the when I at check-in my U.S. passport. So that gives me entry to America. When I go to passport control, they're going to look at my U.S. passport and they're going to look at my Nigerian passport because my Nigerian passport is the passport I use to get stamped in. And then they're going to stamp this Nigerian passport as well so I can exit. Now, I'm done with my Nigerian. Once I go through passport control in Cotonou in Benin to get back to America, or in Nigeria, or in Ghana, I'm going to put my Nigerian passport, I'm going to put it away. And I'm just going to use my U.S. passport. Right? So once I go through passport control in Benin or in Nigeria, after they stamp these passports and I'm about to board the plane, I put these passport, my Nigerian, Sierra Leone, whatever, I put it away. I stash it. And I just keep my U.S. passport. So when I get to the U.S. and I get to customs, I show them my U.S. passport. And that's how I get in. And to be honest, lately, they haven't even been stamping the U.S. passport when you arrive back to America. Or they might stamp. No, let me see. No, that's Morocco. Yeah, I haven't gotten I can't remember the last time I've received a stamp when you on my U.S. passport when you arrive. In fact, I don't think. Yeah, but and then once you get to customs or passport control, when you arrive, you show them a U.S. passport. They ask you like, "Where'd you travel to?" I was in Nigeria. What were you doing? I take groups to Africa. Just finish with a group. Welcome home, Mr. Amir, and that's it. They'll take your picture. And like lately, I don't even think they've been taking. Sometimes they don't even take your picture. But lately, I think they've been taking your picture. But they take your picture. You show them U.S. passport. They look at your U.S. passport. I just tell them, "Hey, I've been in Nigeria, Benin. I take groups to Africa. Welcome home, Mr. Amir." I get my bags. I'll leave. I don't have to claim anything. I'll leave the airport. That's it. Again, when I get to America, when I'm in line to go through customs, I don't do global entry. Reason why I don't do global entry is because like usually the people who do global entry, by the time I get through passport control, we all there still waiting for our bags. So when I'm at passport control and the customs guy or whatever you want to call him says, "Hey, Mr. Amir, where have you been?" I went to Nigeria. I give him my U.S. passport. You look at the camera. In fact, you look at the camera. You take a photo. He said, "Look into the camera. Look into the camera. He has a U.S. passport. He's thumbing through your U.S. passport. Where have you been on this trip? I've been to Nigeria, Benin, and Togo. What were you doing? I take groups to Africa. Oh, really? Have a nice day, Mr. Amir. Welcome back to America." That's it. That quick, that fast. Guys, hit the like button again. Please hit that like button. As you come to the chat room again, please hit that like button as you come into the chat room. I greatly appreciate it. So there's been this story floating around. Allegedly, an Ivorian woman. Red flag already. What's her name? Like, what's her name? An Ivorian woman. What's her name? Because we already know if this was a true story, MSNBC, CNN, Abby Phillips, your girl Joy Reid, they would have took this story and ran with it about Trump and his racist policies. That's why when somebody, like several people have sent this to me, and the minute I saw Ivorian woman and no name, I'm like, this is all cap. Number two, technically, now there are exceptions. Cote d'Ivoire doesn't allow dual citizenship. Or Ivory Coast. Ivorian woman. I know there are some exceptions. But they don't allow dual citizenship. But I know there's some exceptions. But anyways, they cannot confiscate your passport unless you're doing something illegal. Or they found out that you lied about something, or you naturalized but lied about that. You was moving dope. That's the only way they could take it. If you're naturalized, they can't just take your passport. And the reason for them taking it. Hold on, let me read this. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Somebody I put it in one of the chats. Here we go. An Ivorian woman was caught and denied entry into the United States because she left the country without a visa using her Ivorian passport. Now, her Ivorian passport is basically her visa because she's a dual citizen. You can have multiple passports. So that's your entry into Cote d'Ivoire. And then attempted to return to the U.S. with her American passport. Apparently, the immigration officer asked her how she entered Cote d'Ivoire. She used her, we're just going to say this is her Cote d'Ivoire passport. The officer confiscated her U.S. passport, telling her that she did not need it if she was using her Ivorian one. This is cap. This is all cap. This is cap. Legally, the officer was right. U.S. law states if you are a U.S. citizen with multiple passports, you must use your American passport to enter and exit the United States. Guys, they don't. Again, there's no customs or passport control when you leave America. They don't stamp your passport on the way out. Previously, many Africans ignored this rule, but under the Trump administration, which has strict immigration policies targeting even legal immigrants from Black, South American, and Asian backgrounds, immigration officers are enforcing the law more strictly. The immigration landscape has changed significantly, and previously overlooked practices are now being strictly punished. Cap. Unless somebody could come up here and prove me wrong, I'm not buying the story. And guys, with global entry, I don't even think you guys help. Does anyone have global entry in here? Because with global entry, I think you like skip the line completely. I don't think you necessarily have to even go through passport control. Am I right or wrong? I mean, you go through the same like queue kind of with passport control, but global entry, you just use the machine. Am I right? That's why the story's cap. Hold on, let me look up global entry real quick. How does global Hold on, guys. Here we go. Let me play this real quick. Hold on.
Hi there. Hi there. My name is Dan, and I'm a U.S. Customs and Border Protection Officer. Soon you'll be landing, so let me be the first to say, welcome to the United States. And to those of you who live here, welcome home. The primary mission of CBP is to keep you safe and to secure our country's borders from threats. One way we do that is by using innovative new technology to help simplify processing international travelers through CBP.
How are you today? Oh, very good.
Depending on your citizenship, there are a few types of self-service kiosks you may be able to use when you arrive at the airport, and even a mobile app that I'd like to walk you through. When you reach the International Arrivals Terminal, you will see signs for two types of self-service kiosks. The first is automated passport control, and the other global entry. At first glance, the kiosks might look similar, but they have some important differences. First, let's talk about automated passport control, or APC. APC kiosks do not require any pre-registration or background screening, and there is no fee to use the kiosks. All you have to do is scan your passport and follow the prompts on the touchscreen. United States citizens, Canadian citizens, and international visitors traveling on a B1 or B2 visa are eligible to use the APC kiosks. Foreign visitors can also use APC if they have previously been admitted to the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program with a valid ESTA and who have visited the U.S. at least once since 2008. You can also use APC kiosks as an individual traveler or as a family unit if members of your group all reside at the same address. And remember, thanks to APC, you don't need to fill out a customs declaration on the plane. You'll do that right there at the kiosk. Now, all you have to do is hand your printed receipt and passport to a friendly CBP officer as part of the inspection and interview process.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Next, let's talk about the global entry kiosk and some of the benefits, including TSA PreCheck. Like APC users, global entry members also use self-service kiosks, but they must undergo a background screening and interview and pay a one-time $100 fee. There are two primary benefits of membership. First, unlike APC kiosk users, GE members typically do not have to present themselves for inspection to a CBP officer. And secondly, global entry members enjoy TSA PreCheck benefits.
That's right, Dan. TSA PreCheck includes expedited security at check.
So there we go. Like if you use global entry, if you have a U.S. passport, you don't have to present your passport to a Customs and Borders Patrol officer. There we go. That's why this story is cap. It's cap. That's why this story's cap right there. Because if that's the case, they should just cancel global entry.
Check benefits.
That's right, Dan. TSA PreCheck includes expedited security at checkpoints nationwide, including domestic flights. These are some serious perks that will save you time, whether you're a frequent international or domestic traveler.
To apply for global
That's right.
PreCheck. Like APC users, global entry members also use self-service kiosks, but they must undergo a background screening and interview and pay a one-time $100 fee. There are two primary benefits of membership. First, unlike APC kiosk users, GE members typically do not have to present themselves for inspection to a CBP officer.
There it is. Yeah, man, y'all got to stop making stuff up, man. Y'all got to stop making up these stories, man. We got to stop this. I know Trump's in office and y'all paranoid and panicking, but I mean, come on. This is just unnecessary panic. This is just unnecessary panic. Guys, I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. Link is in the chat room. If you want to call in and add to the conversation, you're more than welcome to call in and add. You're more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. Again, link is in the chat room. Link is in the chat room. Again, if you want to call in and add to the conversation, you're more than welcome to call in and add to the conversation. Yeah, we got to stop with the unnecessary panicking. We got to stop with unnecessary panicking. But call in, add to the convo. All right, guys. Links in the chat room. If you want to call in, call in. If not, we'll go ahead and close out. All right, guys. We're going to close out. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family. Dine and Samir, search for Huru. Peace.